I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
It's one of the few holidays that all you have to do is look at the calendar and you know exactly what it is. Cinco de Mayo, right? Fiesta de Mayo coming up on Hilton Head. Carrie Dillon had a chance to catch up with Eric Esquivel of La Isla Magazine.
We are joined now by Eric Esquivel of La Isla Magazine. Bienvenidos, Eric.
Oh, thank you for having me. Gracias. I appreciate it.
So tell us about the 4th annual Cinco de Mayo festival coming up.
Yeah, we're excited to be having our 4th annual Cinco de Mayo festival coming up. It is going to be on Sunday, May 17th at Shelter Cove Community Park, the old Shelter Cove Community Park. This will be the last event in that park, Carrie, and that is going to be from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. on Sunday, May 17th.
And there's going to be a lot going on. What kind of entertainment will there be?
Well, we're just taking a note from Cinco de Mayo and celebrating all month long. We're going to have 3 different style Latin bands playing. The first one playing will be called Impacto. It's a Mexican style band playing from Mexico, and they're going to be doing Norteña. We're also going to have the Elias brothers, who play a variety of different music, flamenco, rock, salsa, cover different bands like Santana. And then lastly, we're having Trueno Show, which means lightning show, and they are a authentic Latin band that plays salsa, merengue, cumbia. With that, we're going to have salsa lessons, dance competitions, and featuring Dancing with the Stars competition.
Wonderful. Viva la música, is that right?
That is true, yeah.
Tell us about the delicious Latin food that will be offered.
We are going to have every style of Latin food, authentic food vendors. Some mom and pop from their homes are going to be fixing food and selling that day, along with a variety of restaurants such as Mi Tierrita, Mi Tierra, El Mariachi restaurant, and Red Stripes. The food will vary from Mexico all the way to South America, even the Caribbean, such as Jamaica.
And for children, this is a whole family event. What are some events for the kids to do?
Yeah, we're going to have a great kid zone. We're going to have trains that are going to be giving rides. We're going to have a climbing wall, bungee jumping, trampolines, and just a huge kid zone and tons of sweets and treats for kids so they can get all hyperactive on their parents.
Not to miss. And real quickly, tell us how to become a sponsor, and then again, when and where.
Oh yeah, doors are still open for sponsors and vendors all the way through the day of the event. As long as we have space, we can accommodate. You can call us at La Isla Magazine, 843-681-2393, or go to our website, laislamagazine.com, or find us on Facebook at La Isla Magazine.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. Gracias, Eric.
Thank you, Carrie. Gracias a usted.
And back to you, Bob.
While she was hibernating this winter, towards the end of the winter, a rat broke into her hutch and gnawed through her front legs. We were hoping initially that there was going to be enough of the stumps left so that we could fix, there was a local cobbler who was going to fix some prosthetic legs to her, but unfortunately too much of the legs had to be cut off, so we ended up going with the idea of wheels. She can walk backwards, forwards, turn around. She seems to be coping incredibly well with it. She only had her legs cut off about a week ago. About 90 years old, we reckon, and hopefully she's got another 90 years left in her.
Despite harsh and unjust circumstances, Doris Grant managing to smile. The beloved custodian at Hilton Head High School appears on the cusp of eviction from what was once her father's land on which she's lived for 20 years.
I kind of try to stay on there as long as I could because I know that I'm living from check to check. So right now I learned that at 62, I'm homeless and a stepchild.
Doris's stepmom, whom no one has been able to reach and whose name remains private, appears at least partly responsible after Miss Grant's father, Harold White, passed away in 2000 without a will. Half of his land went to Doris's stepmother. Andy Jones of Legacy Planning in Rock Hill has advised Doris.
He died intestate. So in South Carolina, when you die intestate, your surviving spouse receives 50% of your assets and your children divide 50%.
Grant's portion, it went to her stepmother, who asked that she sign over her share.
And that's what I did, you know, thinking that she was gonna look out for me and make sure that I was secure. But I knew what I was signing, but I just thought it was, she would be straight with me. After all, she raised me ever since I was 9.
Jones of Legacy Planning surmises that the stepmother, now living in New York, asked Doris for her portion of the assets in order to get a mortgage or to refinance. In the late 2000s, Jones says Doris's dad's old home, being rented by the stepmom, went into foreclosure and eventually sold.
The new owner's attorneys filed for an eviction to kick Miss Grant off. Judge made a decision. Miss Grant and her family no longer own the property because it was lost in foreclosure. Therefore, legally, you have to get off this property.
I don't know if she got sick and couldn't pay it or she was counting on the rent. I just don't know. She just have never told me or never said anything. I called, I emailed, I even had friends to email her.
And you've heard nothing?
No, in 8 years.
I was scared of dentists and the dark. I was scared of pretty girls and starting conversations. All my friends are turning green. Yeah, the magician's assistant in their dream. And they come unstuck. Running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side.
It's a giraffe!
Look! No! It can't be.
What is it?
It can't be.
What did you do, Ray? Oh.
see you every day.
Tried to think of the most harmless thing. Something I loved from my childhood. Something that could never, ever possibly destroy us. Mr. Stay Puft.
Nice thinking, Ray.
We used to roast Stay Puft marshmallows by the fire at Camp Wakanda.
Ray has gone bye-bye, E-Gun. What have you got left?
Sorry, Venkman. I'm terrified beyond the capacity for rational thought.